Hey guys, Lightning27 here again for another review. Now this is, I was talking about this, if you haven't watched the Halo 4 one yet, or if I uploaded this one first, well, surprise, I'm uploading for Halo 4 one. I talked about Halo Wars, and how much I loved it. It's a spin-off the Halo Wars series. They were doing it to stall for time in between Halo 3 ODST and Halo Reach, I think, or Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST. One of those two. It was in between those two. It was in that time frame. Back when I was an uber fan for Halo, and I'm still a pretty big fan for Halo. Just not an uber fan, and that's all I ever played. Besides Call of Duty World at War every once in a while. That was that time frame. That was back when I lived in a different room, across the hall, and this is Halo Wars. This is Halo Wars. This is the limited edition case anyway. This is the regular side is the Covenant side. This is the old Arbiter. And this is, this is a Spartan, these are Spartan 2s, that's what it is. I haven't played it in a while. This is a game I wish they would make a sequel of. Why? Because it's super awesome, and you want to know what happens to the ship and what happens to the rest of the crew. Even though there's not that much of a crew left. But you know what I mean. It's a very fun game, and, it's a strategy game, first of all. It's a strategy game, and this is my third strategy game I ever played fourth. This is the fourth strategy game I ever played when I first played it. The first three strategy games I played were Age of Mythology, Age of Empires, and that's just like the series in general. Age of Empires, I played Age of Empires 3, 2. I had tons of stuff. I'm just gathering up Age of Empires as a whole, not every single one, because then it would be like 8 or something. Then after that was Impossible Creatures. I would do a review on that if I could find it. I remember loving it very much. But that's a different game, and that's not this. This is Halo Wars. So, you probably can't see the title. And there you go. Okay. So, Halo Wars. Now, what is Halo Wars? Some people don't know what it even is. Halo Wars is a free strategy game. It's not free. I mean, like, it's a free play strategy. It's a... How do I put this? There are different kinds of strategy games. There's like turn-based ones like Civilization Revolution or Civilization in general, or there's some strategy games which aren't turn-based, they're live playing, like Age of Empires and Age of Mythology. Those games, they're playing at all times. You're not going back and forth, you're playing the entire time. This is when you have a base or you have a home area and you start building off of it. Now in Halo Wars, you start out with a base and you build off buildings off that base, and then but the base has a maximum size, so you have to go find other bases, and you have to and there's different goals. Now the story was actually a really good story. It was a very interesting story. It starts off with you being Sergeant Forge, that's why. Sergeant Forge, this was before the first Forge thing ever happened. Sergeant Forge is the first character you run into, is the first main character you run into. The first main UNSC character, anyway. And you run into him, and you're playing as him and the other people, as the little Marines. And you're being attacked by the Covenant, that's how it starts. The story is very good, it's amazing. The cutscenes are brilliant and bright, and it's so good. It's so much fun. There's a little bit more they can do with it. I think there's only one part I ever had trouble with in the storyline, and it was when you're moving, I think you're moving like reactors or a bomb, and when you're moving them uphill, it takes like twice the speed, and they move very slow to begin with, so they're moving at half the speed they're moving to begin with. So there's like, yeah, it was moving like that fast, and you're being attacked at the same time. So while you're moving this, you have to control other troops to protect it and make sure it doesn't run into enemies because it'll blow up. And I think I lost one, and I lost the, like, you get two or three, and if you lose one, it's okay. It's a bonus objective to get all of them to make it there, but you only need like 1 or 2. If there's 2, then you only need 1. If there's 3, then you only need 2. But anyway, I think they blow up or something. It sucks. It was horrible for me to do. It took me like 3 tries. 3 tries to do. Sorry, my hand was messing up there. But besides the point, the story was great. The story was actually very interesting. All the maps you play for multiplayer are based from the campaign, except for some exceptions or different ones. Other ones, some of them aren't from, like, there's some campaign areas that you didn't get to play with, But there are a lot of them are like based off the campaign, and they're really interesting maps. Some of them have Forerunner scanners. Some of them have generators on the map, so you don't have, so if you get a hold of those, you don't need to build your own generators. Some of the all of them have some rebel form of bases. There are 2 flood maps, I think, where they have flood bases, and you get attacked by the flood every once in a while. And your people can actually get turned into flood and start fighting you. It's very interesting. There's Spartans. The Spartans are cool. You can play as the Covenant in multiplayer. The characters you can play as for the UNSC is... Besides, you can play Sergeant Forge. I keep wanting to say Sergeant Roebuck. That's the wrong game. That's Call of Duty. Sergeant Forge. It's either Captain or Commander, but I can't think of his name. It's not Captain Keyes. It's some guy, old guy, I don't know his name. Anyway, moving on. Then you can play as a doctor girl. This doctor chick. I can't think of her name either. That saddens me, because she's my favorite character and I play as her all the time. Dang it, she's got like science boost, air boost. Every character's got their own bonuses. Then there's the Covenant side, and there's the Covenant characters you can play as. There are 3 of them. You can play as the Brute Chieftain, the Arbiter, and the Prophet of Regret. Maybe it might be the Prophet of Regret. Something like that. Some prophet. I think it's Prophet of Regret. I don't know which one it is. But anyway, those are the 3 characters that you command as, and you can the UNSC doesn't spawn their heroes, but the Covenant always spawns their heroes. So you always have your Arbiter once you get your temple. Anyway, you always have your Arbiter, always have your Chieftain, always have your Prophet, and those are usually your strongest characters. And you could get Scarabs, you can get Pelican drops, you can get Mac Cannon blasts, you can get cryo bombs, you can use giant laser beams. It's awesome, and it's a great game. So if you are a Halo fan and you like strategy games, this is the game for you. If you're a strategy game fan, then you're gonna like this. If you're a Halo fan and you haven't played strategy games before, then this is a good game to try, because it's in the Halo universe. And when you play through the story mode, you unlock a timeline. There's a timeline that's in the main menu, and when you progress through the story, you unlock certain points in the timeline, not just based off the story, but based off the entire Halo universe. So you have, like, Master Chief goes to the Halo ring this day. The Reach falls this day. It doesn't have anything about Noble Six or anything, because it was made before Halo Reach. But anyway, it's all that, and it's super cool. So if you're a Halo fan, it's a great game to play. This is the limited edition. It came with, like, fake action cards, some other things. I don't remember. My friend left it here. He came over. It was like the second time he came over. Brought it over. He's like, "You're gonna love this game. You're gonna play it." I'm like, "Oh man, I play strategy games and all, but I mean, I never heard of it." He's like, "Oh no, you're gonna play it." So I started playing. I'm like, "Oh my god, I love this!" And he left it here and he moved away. And he never actually asked about it. So, well, if he's watching this right now, I have your Halo Wars. I don't play it that much anymore because my friend uninstalled Halo Wars from his Xbox. So if you want to come get it, you can, but I really like it. So please don't. Thank you. But anyway, to the grading system. Now, it's a great game. The music's pretty awesome. I don't think it's the same music from the other Halo games. I think it's different, but it's still nice music. It looks great. It's got a great feeling. It's got a cool, pretty decent story. It's got a pretty good storyline. I highly recommend it. Again, for strategy game players, Halo players, combination of thereof. And if you haven't played Halo, or if you haven't played a strategy game, this is a good game to try, because it's really cool. If you're not a fan of Halo, then this might make you a fan of Halo. If you're not a fan of strategy games, this might make you a fan of strategy games. It's really fun. The environment is you can always work with the environment, and it's super awesome. That's all I can say to explain it. So, I give this a 9.5 out of 10. Now, you're probably wondering, it's a really high scoring. I'm not going to score anything 10 out of 10. I don't think I ever will. The closest thing I probably will would be Halo 4, which I didn't even give a 10 out of 10. I did when I first saw it come out, but after I played all of it, 9 out of 10. Because I realized it's a game, games can't be perfect. And I think I go over that in Halo 4. So if you want to go over my spiel that I actually lost track into, go ahead and watch the Halo 4 video. I'll probably link that, like, here. I'll put that right here, and you click on that, and you could go watch that Halo 4 video. Watch any of my other reviews, and I'm going to be posting more later. I'm also going to be posting first looks. I'm probably going to post a first look in Metro Last Light, because I've played 2 hours into the game, so that's a good point to put that's a lot of time. So I'm going to put a first look in the Metro, like my first impressions of Metro Last Light, let's say that. So, Halo Wars, 9.5 out of 10. Why? Because it's a strategy game, it's a good working strategy game, it's a great looking strategy game, and it takes place in my favorite game universe, and a very good game. Highly recommend it. Go get it. Oh yeah, there's also online multiplayer. I forgot to mention that. There's online multiplayer, stuff like that. It's cool, it's awesome. Try it out, rent it, buy it, whatever you want. I recommend it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like me or like this video, go ahead and click the like button down below. If you want to ask me a question or tell me to review a certain game or go play a game or say anything, leave a comment or video response in the comment section below. Now, if you enjoyed this video or my videos or just enjoy me or are just a really nice person or one of those people to subscribe to like everyone you watch, like I used to do that all the time, then go ahead and click that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much. I'm Lightning D27, and I'm signing off.